Chinese attacks into our country is the greatest theft of intellectual property and the greatest transfer of wealth in history.
That was the former NSA director joining me yesterday right here. Does the Senate have any potential legislation to combat Chinese cyber attacks and the fact that China keeps stealing the intellectual property of America? What is the country going to do about it? I mean, the president's trying to fight back on tariffs. Is that the right move? And do you have any other ideas?
Tariffs, when they're selective and specific, can be very, very helpful. But in this particular case, we don't think they've been selective enough and specific to China. I agree with everything that you just heard. The classified meetings that we have with regard to cybersecurity will indicate that China has been focusing on stealing our intellectual properties. They're trying to get into our contractors with regard to our defense contractors. They're trying to find information that gives them an advantage on defense, but also with regard to intellectual properties, they're stealing stuff from us. And that should be the focus when we talk about China. They have no qualms at all about going in, taking, and stealing information that is very, very important to our businesses, and simply rather than buying it or negotiating for it, they're stealing it, and they're doing it through internet connectivity. So it's a very important part of the discussion that we have with Chinese leaders, and we've got to call them on it.
Yeah.
You know, Russia does things to us. They meddle. They get in the middle of things, and they're looking at places in which they can take advantage, particularly in Europe and sometimes in the United States on a daily basis. But they're in it for a different purpose. China focuses as much on economic development purposes and trying to steal intellectual property as they do defensive measures. And so they long term, they have focused on trying to steal stuff that otherwise they'd have to buy.
And Russia is in a different category in terms of what they want.
Yeah, they really have been. Their focus has been more in meddling and creating havoc, creating chaos. They've been doing that in Eastern Europe, and it's exactly what they did to the elections in 2016.
Yeah.
They're working right now in 2018. They're doing the same thing again. They like to create chaos, and it provides for them an opportunity to sow dissension among our allies. And some of our allies are very critical to our long-term success.
Yeah, the president reaffirmed that, yesterday that they did interfere, holding Putin responsible. Let me ask you before you go, Senator, you had Jay Powell in front of your committee today, yesterday rather. Pardon me. What struck you? Anything strike you in terms of what he had to say?
He had a very positive outlook. Number one, the tax bill. He identified clearly that the tax bill that we passed earlier had an impact on GDP. I'm really looking forward to what the comments are for tomorrow in terms of the actual growth. But anything over 2.6 basically is more than paying for the cost of that tax bill in terms of revenue. It means we're going to bring in more revenue than what it took out. Second of all, he talked about the fact that you've got to have employment in the right spot. In other words, you need that job market. But he also talked about the fact that the thing that could hold us back and that could go either way is stability in trade. And I think that's a real message we've got to look at. Let's get stability in trade. But I think his outlook was very optimistic, and I think we're going to see GDP start to really move again.
Move again in terms of what?
In a positive direction.
3% this year, because a lot of people feel like the tariffs will cut into that growth later on in the year.
If we have instability in that market, that will negatively impact GDP growth. But I'm optimistic. I think we'll hit GDP growth, but I don't think we should limit ourselves to hoping for just 3%. I mean, I think 3% we can do, but I think we can do better than that if we can get this trade activity stabilized, if we can get some trade agreements in place, if we can pick up on or at least start negotiating again with the countries that make up TPP. That's 500 million people that want to buy our products and that would prefer to work with us than with China.
Yeah.
If we can get some of those things in place, I think our GDP can easily move well beyond 3% over a 10-year period of time. And I'm very optimistic about that.
Senator, it's good to see you this morning. Thanks so much.
You bet.
We'll see you soon.
Have a good one.
And to you, Senator Mike Rounds there.